What's good, y'all? It's your boy Havoc, final round. About to do a little film study here. We got Canelo versus Triple G, the rematch. And let's check it out, man. I think Canelo came in a lot more confident from the first fight, knowing that he can deal with Triple G's power. I think he was willing to take more risk and be more lead foot heavy instead of fighting off the back foot. And he tried to control the center of the ring more so than he did the first fight. First fight, he was trying to box off the back foot. He would have times and moments to where he was aggressive and he would stand his ground, but he really does a good job in this second fight. And I think it's because of the confidence in the first fight he had from dealing with Canelo's power to where he has the confidence to try and be a ring general and box in the center of the ring. So let's check it out. So both men come out the center. Canelo putting up his high guard, probing, good feint by Canelo. You can see Triple G trying to move his head. Has subtle head movement, man. Is a lot better than people give him credit for, considering he's constantly coming forward. Canelo countering with his jab. Nice duck under by Canelo, ducking under a jab and throws the right hook to the body right off the back. I'm waiting for Triple G to tag Canelo back to the body. I don't see him doing it, which is a huge mistake he's made in these fights with Canelo. He didn't really go down to the body. It would have made a huge difference. But good right hook to the body by Canelo, and he's already starting his body attack. And Triple G is not matching it. It's not even attempting to. And it has to be because Triple G either just fall in love with his power and headhunting, or he respects Canelo's power to where he's not willing to take those risks downstairs. But this is not Triple G's fighting style. He's not used to backing up as much. He's used to putting pressure and backing his opponent up to the corner of the ropes, and we have yet to see Canelo be backed to the corner or the ropes in this first round. But we have a boxing match on our hands. They're boxing in circles in the middle of the ring. Triple G still seems to be more dominant, controlling the center of the ring, but not cutting off the ring effectively here. Good feint by Canelo. Canelo throwing a jab, looking for a counter. And one thing you don't want to do with Triple G is trade jabs with him, because his jab is just very effective and it's more stiff. And he really extends it, and he loves to parry his opponent jab like that and throw his own jab. But Canelo kind of got the better out of that exchange of jabs. And good jab by Canelo again, utilizing that lead hand. He did it more so in this fight than some of his recent fights, so that's good to see. Good double jab. I love when Canelo throws his double jab. Canelo looking for a counter, probing with that high guard, waiting for something to be fired at him. Waiting. Triple G throwing his jab, and right there he comes with a hook and then a jab. Both still at the center of the ring. You know, Triple G hasn't backed Canelo still this whole first round to the corner of the ropes. Big statement by Canelo in this second matchup. Triple G really trying to box here. Good hook to the body. I don't know if it landed, but I like the idea of it. Canelo was looking for the right hook to the body, wasn't quite in range, so he pulled up on it, kind of feinted, turned it into a feint. Both getting a clinch. Triple G, you know, he's trying to get that jab going, you know, but obviously Canelo, he's got good head movement. He's got a good high guard when he wants to, you know, kind of goes in and out of it, but huge statement by Canelo. Doesn't back down, doesn't go on the back foot. Really trying to approach the second fight a little bit differently than he did the first fight. I think he's kind of doubling down on the fact that he knows that Triple G didn't hurt him that much in the first fight. So he's like, okay, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to press a little bit more. There's no reason for me to go off the back foot and, you know, get tired later in the rounds or, you know, give him as much respect or give him too much respect, more than he deserves. You know, Triple G is now going to have to try and earn that respect to back and cut off the ring against Canelo. Got our boy LeBron here. Didn't know he's a boxing fan. Kobe still better, sorry. Both men come to the center of the ring. Both waiting to counter. Triple G throws his jab. Canelo comes back with a double jab. Nice, steps off. Steps off the center line. Good head movement, got back by Canelo. Nice hooks, nice double hook by Canelo. Goes downstairs and then taps the body, comes back to the head. Triple G still got a good jab, very effective. Shoots it straight down the pipe. Boom, boom. Controlling. It's a great weapon to control your opponent. But still not cutting off the ring. Still not going down to the body. Those are two of his bread and butter things. Nice little uppercut attempt. Triple G double jabs his way in. Usually is very effective with that uppercut when he comes in with it. But, you know, he's against the higher caliber opponent here. Nice right hook to the hip by Canelo. That will definitely sting later, or that Triple G would definitely feel the effects of that later in the fight. Look at Canelo backing down Triple G. Triple G's not used to this. He doesn't know how to box off the back foot. Canelo is not backing down compared to the first fight. Nice little counter, hook, uppercut, hook. Nice little feint. Triple G getting a little respect, throwing the jab and then a cross. Now Canelo's, ooh, nice. I like how Canelo pulls back and throws an uppercut and follows up with a hook. Nice little combo right there. Pulls out of range. Doesn't pull out of range with his feet. He pulls out of range with his waist. He'll back up, keep his feet in place, and then he throws his combination. That's how you know he's a master boxer. You can be defensive. You can make your opponent miss without jumping out of range, you know, or moving. You know, great boxers know how to stay within range, make their opponent miss, and then counter. Look at Triple G getting back down. How many guys have done that to Triple G? Good left hook to the body by Canelo. Triple G still not being effective to the body. The biggest mistake he made, like I said, I understand that Canelo, you know, he's an effective counter puncher. He's powerful. You don't want to take those risks downstairs, but you got to risk it to get the biscuit, man. Ooh, another. Look how Canelo slips to the inside, throws a left hook to the body. Triple G definitely felt that. Triple G is kind of not in rhythm here, but he does land a nice hook right there. That's one of the things I said in the first fight. He should throw more of those lead hooks because they were very effective against Canelo in the first fight, the few times he threw them. But Canelo's best weapon is his jab. But I really don't care how many jabs you land. I want to see that you can follow up with combinations and power shots. You can land your jab all night, but if you're not really setting anything up or you're not having the ability to reap the benefits of landing combos later on in the fight, then what does it really mean? But one thing I think Triple G just lost sight of, man, like, it's like he wanted to turn. It's either, you know, he got the respect of Canelo and his power, or he was trying to outbox Canelo in circles rather than doing what he always does. You know, cutting the ring off, putting pressure, going down to the body, heavy combinations, heavy volume, you know, leading with the jab, breaking your opponent down and knocking him out. And that's a beautiful hook by Canelo because he almost starts off throwing it in a way to where it looks like he's going to go down to the body. And then he fakes you out. You saw that face by Triple G. He was like, God damn. You know that bothered him. But, you know, Canelo will start. Sometimes he'll, like, open up with the hook as if he's going to the body and he'll come back up. But he also sets it up by going downstairs with that hook because he landed some nice hooks to the body, you know, I think in that round and prior before. And then he pulls it back up and catches you up top. It's a nice little setup he has. Still, Canelo coming out the center of the ring is more of the ring general and more controlling the center of the ring. Nice little uppercut by Triple G, sneaky uppercut after the break or during the clinch. Good jab by Canelo. And Triple G's just not in rhythm. You can see he's not in rhythm quite. He gets caught with the hook right there. Beautiful uppercut by Canelo. Pulls back, rolls, shoots the uppercut, changes head slots. Now Triple G's starting to come a little bit forward now. Finally, can't quite say he didn't quite back Canelo up. But Triple G's boxing too much for my comfort. He's trying to box off the back foot and in circles. I don't like it. You know, he was backing Canelo up and he decided to back up for some reason. Like I said, it's either he respects Canelo's power or he's just changing up what he does and unnecessarily so. Do what got you to the dance. Good jab to the body by Canelo. Canelo trying to half-step his way in. Doesn't quite make that combination. Triple G is trying to get control of Canelo with this jab, and he's landing it. But once again, what's your jabs compared to power shots, power counter shots that Canelo's throwing? I'd rather land the big power shots than just the jab all night. Good right hand by Triple G. Good little shoulder roll by Triple G as he pulls back. Very subtle defense right there. Triple G still boxing in circles. Don't quite get it. He should be cutting off the ring. One thing that he's having a hard time, he's not able to counter Canelo's jab. Canelo's not giving him too many opportunities to counter the jab. Because one of Triple G's big weapons to put in pressure is he'll throw his overhand right over the top of your jab, and he'll eliminate your jab, or he'll throw in a right uppercut right under the jab. Now, the problem for Triple G, Canelo can fight without a jab. He's pretty good at fighting without a jab, and he's mostly a counter puncher. He likes to wait. Nice. Canelo rolls under, throws a right hook to the body. Nice little combo right there. But Triple G's used to beating guys and nice little right uppercut to the hip. I still don't see Triple G going downstairs or matching these attacks to the body. Look at Canelo putting pressure, backing Triple G up. And Triple G looking uncomfortable and constantly having to pivot out. But, Triple G, he loves opponents who are dependent on their jab, because once he eliminates your jab with those counter overhand rights or the counter uppercut, he pretty much leaves you, in space, floating in space. You don't know what the distance is. You don't know how to control the distance, and you can't follow up any combinations. The thing about Canelo is sometimes he doesn't even like to use his jab. He can fight without a jab. But even when he does throw his jab, it's very efficient. It's very hard to time it. It's hard to see it coming. He does a phenomenal job of shooting his jab and being defensively responsible at times. And there's nothing really for Triple G to counter. Ooh, I don't know if that was a hook. I didn't see what Triple G threw there. Nice punch landed by Triple G. I just think you're seeing a little bit more in the arsenal of Canelo as opposed to consistent jabs landed by Triple G. And finally, Triple G goes to the body, throws a jab, throws a hook. Tried to do a little switch there, throws the cross, leads with the cross, tries to close the distance. But once again, I think he respects Canelo's power so much he wasn't willing to commit to that switch, or squaring up on Canelo and following up with combinations. And Canelo just sitting back saying, all right, come on, let's go. I'm standing my ground. Let's go counter for counter. I'm going to beat you. Nice body shot, hook to the head. Canelo misses the hook. Still backing Triple G up. Still being the ring general, in my opinion. Nice little right uppercut. And they're both exchanging, landing some nice punches. Nice punches landed by Triple G right there. But, if I'm a judge judging this, I'm saying it's very shocking that I'm not seeing Triple G dominate this fight the way he usually does all his fights. Why is he backing up? But this is a nice little exchange for Triple G. Landing some great punches right here. Very consistent with the jab. Nice little uppercut. Boom. By Triple G. But still, Canelo, he's not getting Canelo's respect. He's not backing him up. Canelo's hanging in that pocket saying, let's go. We're going to exchange tit for tat. We're going to make this, a dance. We're going to box in circles here. And we're going to play a game of chicken here. Who's willing to hang in this long enough and who's going to back up first? Boom. Nice left hook to the body by Canelo. That backed Triple G up. And nice. Finally, Triple G comes back, matches the body shot. It's about goddamn time. Throws his own left hook to the body. Leads with the right cross. Still jabbing. Still not able to see Triple G counter that lead hand, but doing a nice job of keeping his ground. Nice timing by Triple G in that last exchange. Nice little hook there. Shoots that jab, doubles up on it. Gets caught with a little check hook from Canelo. Canelo still standing his ground. Good jab by both men. Both of them exchanging jabs. Triple G backing up. Boxing off the back foot. Nice little lower level feint by Canelo. Canelo looks like he's getting a little winded though. But he's still coming forward. Shoots his jab nice. Nice little uppercut by Triple G. Canelo comes back. Boom. Nice little duck under. Canelo shoots his right hand. Ooh, beautiful left hook to the body. That definitely bothered Triple G. That definitely bothered Triple G when Canelo landed that left hook. Triple G's a tough son of a gun, though, man. But I can tell that hurt Triple G. Nice right hook to the body by Canelo because Triple G's, you can see him kind of subtly moving back. He's getting tagged with some good shots right there, and that's the end of the round. Damn, that left hook changed Triple G's demeanor. But Triple G's unbelievably tough, man. Like, I mean, he gets hit with some fucking ferocious shots, but, you know, and he has a good poker face, too. You can tell when he's hurt by a punch, but, you know, he really, he doesn't like to show when he gets hurt. He really doesn't. He kind of stands his ground, but you'll see him back up just a little bit to where you see that it kind of bothered him. Good fight, man. It's actually a better fight than we give this one credit for. Some good exchanges. Ooh, beautiful uppercut by Triple G. The fact that Canelo ate that pretty good, that's kind of discouraging for Triple G in a sense because, you know, Triple G if that's one of the things he relies on is power and, you know, his intimidation to hurt you, you know, and that's how he overwhelms you. But Canelo's just not backing down. He doesn't respect it. Nice little right hook to the body by Triple G finally. You know, usually throws that punch a lot more against opponents. Good jab by Triple G, controlling the distance. Making Canelo miss, backing out of the range. Canelo's waiting, looking for counters, pulling back. He's looking for counters. Oh, good jab by Triple G. Good beginning of the round. Good start of the round by Triple G. Very nice. Good right hand. Oh, beautiful uppercut. That's something he's going to need to utilize in this third fight. Keep throwing that uppercut, man. It keeps landing very well. But here's the thing. Even though Triple G's getting the better of these exchanges, why is he backing up? It's very alarming to me. Ooh, nice little overhand right by Canelo. I'll say one thing about this second fight. You know, nice little tied up. Ooh, that definitely, that left hook to the liver. Triple G felt that. He's backing up. Canelo's controlling the center ring. If Canelo didn't get a little bit winded here, he probably really could have poured it on the Triple G. But he looks, even though he's putting pressure, he looks a little winded here. His punches don't look as sharp. But I like that he's putting pressure and he's coming forward. Really trying to make a statement here. Nice little hook. And Canelo's now, he's the one walking down Triple G. Backing him into a corner. Nice. Rolls under. Comes with his counter. The thing is, he's falling short of the mark. Canelo, he's missing a lot of punches. Even though he's putting pressure, you know, he's not quite hitting the mark all the time when he lets his hands go. Triple G still backing up in boxing. Very shocking. Yeah, I give Triple G a little credit for it. I mean, considering he doesn't box off the back foot very often, this is actually pretty good considering, you know, he's going up against Canelo. Canelo tries to step in, pulls his right rear foot up. You know, Canelo, both of them seem a little out of rhythm. Not quite there. Nice little counters to the body by Canelo. Canelo probing with that high guard, looking for something. Triple G doing a good job shooting that double jab out there, disrupting anything Canelo throws. And right now, Canelo, you know, I like that he's putting pressure, but he's not quite hitting the mark. Ooh, nice little overhand attempt by Canelo. Tries to come over the top. And Triple G does have that lead hand falling a little bit. So he is prone to getting caught with that right overhand right at the time. I think Canelo should have set it up, though. He should have set it up like he did against Amir Khan. Go down to the body, keep throwing that right hook to the body, right hook to the hip, right hook to the body, and then later on come over the top. Or maybe start show those jabs to the body, feint down low, come over the top with the overhand right. That's a nasty cut. It's a nasty cut. And it's not terrible, but, it's not good that it's right all over the eyelid. That's on the eyelid, over the eye. That's probably the result of those effective jabs by Triple G. Canelo just misses the uppercut. I like the idea of what he did, but didn't hit the mark. Boom. Like I said, comes over the top. Triple G's leaving that lead hand down, so he's susceptible for that overhand right, but took that punch like a champ. Both of these guys got good chins. Both of them exchanging jabs in the lead round. Nice little hook by Canelo. Ooh, nice little rubbernecking. Canelo turns his head. Doesn't get hit with the right hand. Beautiful. Oh, punishing liver shot by Canelo. Oh, how Triple G takes these shots. God damn, he must be in good shape. Another left hook to the liver by Canelo. Canelo keeps on going back downstairs. And Triple G just like taking it. Just not giving a fuck. But definitely slowed him down. Definitely slowed him down because he's kind of reaching with his punches. That's how you know a body shot really affected an opponent, when they're kind of reaching with their punches and they're not fully extending. It's because that's cramping up on the midsection. You can even see Triple G as he backs off. He's dropping that right hand. You can see that right hand kind of dropping to protect his liver. Those hands are dropping just slightly. That's what happens when you get you soak in a few good body shots. Beautiful. Canelo tries to come up top. He should have went back downstairs. He tried to set up that left hook to the head. He should have waited, let it simmer for a little bit, let those body shots sink in, and then come up top. Oh, beautiful right there. Pulls a nice left hook, very tight. Hard to see those. Oh, again, goes back down to the body with the left hook. Beautiful. And Triple G, and then, bother Triple G again. He's backing up. He's reaching. Not really committing, but nice hook by Triple G. Pivots out. Tries to come with the uppercut as he walks his way in. And that jab by Triple G is not fully extending the way it was earlier. Oh, again. Canelo will not let up the left hook to the liver. Wow. And the balls that he has to keep on going back down there against a big puncher like Triple G, absolutely phenomenal. And he's hanging in that pocket. Again, I think Canelo does it again. Backing up Triple G. But Triple G being a tough guy, standing his ground. Trying to, at least. And this is classic Canelo. He walks you down. Once again, throws his combination, left hook to the liver. Walk you down, put pressure, boom, beautiful combinations. I want to see these guys just kind of square up on each other. And nice counters by Canelo. Rubbernecks, turns his head with the left hook. Don't get me wrong, Triple G's landing some good shots, man. He's landing some good shots, but I think Canelo's the more effective puncher. And once again, you can see that because Canelo's not backing down. You saw the first fight. Now, that was done a little bit more intentionally. He's fighting off the back foot. He had a lot more respect for Triple G. But this fight, I think he's only been really backed up once, if even that, to the ropes. And barely backed up. Now he's being the ring general. Now, once again, if I'm used to seeing Triple G put pressure on all of his opponents, and cut off the ring, and go to the body and break down his opposition, then, if I wasn't used to seeing that in all his fights, then I wouldn't be so alarmed with what's going on. But Triple G, he's turning into a back-footed fighter, and I don't think that's willingly. I think I think Canelo is forcing Triple G to do that. I think Canelo is the ring general. And even though he's landing some nice shots, those nice shots aren't getting Canelo's respect enough to make him back off. Ooh, good left hook by Triple G. Ooh, Canelo comes with his own left hook. Canelo comes with his jab, and Canelo still walking Triple G down. Nice uppercut with the left hook. Beautiful. Then comes with the right uppercut to the body. Definitely affecting Triple G. And I like how Canelo's even going to the arms. We know Canelo's synonymous for doing that. He'll beat up your arms. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll throw that left hook to the, the shoulder, the bicep, the nice right hook to the body by Canelo, backing Triple G up, being the smaller guy. I like how he threw the right hook to the body and comes up with the right uppercut. We just saw Mike Tyson there, very reminiscent of Mike Tyson, the right hook to the body and then the right uppercut following, doubling up on the same side. Triple G trying to frame with the lead hand, create distance, push Canelo off. Triple G still landing his jab effectively. Oh, another body shot. It's just amazing that those body shots, he's still just like, Triple G's a machine, man. He's a fucking machine. 7th round, he's still trying to fight, stand his ground. Now, you can see him getting watered down in his shots. His shots don't look very effective, Triple G, that is. Look at this. Not fully extending those punches. That's a result of effective body work by Canelo. Still got phenomenal timing on his jab, though. And that's pretty much all Triple G's got right there, pawing with that lead hand. You don't see that too much for Triple G, pawing, shooting those jabs halfway. Triple G pivoting. We're not used to seeing Triple G pivot in boxing. It's very weird. Once again, Canelo goes back downstairs, and I like it. As they say, if it's landing, if it's working, keep doing it. Make your opponent stop it. Make your opponent do something to stop it, so keep throwing it. Nice little subtle defense by Canelo, parrying a lot of those punches and blocking them, trying to square up on Triple G. Good double jab by Canelo. Triple G intercepts it, parries and catches one of the jabs, and comes back with his own nice little uppercut. Triple G constantly goes back there. He'll pivot to the outside and he'll shoot a right uppercut. Lands pretty effectively. It's a good fight, man. Really good fight. And it's a good fight in the sense that they both just keep on exchanging. And one thing I wish I did see a little bit more, we still got like 4 more rounds to go, it's just both of them square up and just start trading. I would have liked to see more of that. Both of them kind of broke the ice. Both of them are taking each other's punches. Just square up on each other and let your hands go, But right now, we got to dance. They're dancing in circles. Ooh, got a little head clash. Beautiful uppercut. That's Triple G's punch in this fight. And great subtle defense by Triple G. Canelo tries to come back with the overhand right, and Triple G catches it, kind of parries it with his right hand, and turns out. Nice defense by Triple G. Nice anticipation as well after throwing his right uppercut. Being defensive after he throws a punch. Boom, comes with that uppercut. Always throws that jab and comes in with that sneaky right uppercut. Nice, trying to shoulder Canelo off, and both of them are trying to stand their ground. Now you can see Canelo. Here's the thing. It's a little bit discouraging on Canelo's sense. Nice here. This is what I wanted to see. Both of these guys squaring up on each other, but Triple G keeps on resetting the action and backing up. But I'll say this, it's a little bit discouraging when you're giving your guys your best shot, especially when you're landing your best left hooks to the body, and he's not giving up. And he's not breaking, he's not folding. It can get a little discouraging. Canelo refusing to give the center of the ring to Triple G. Nice little right hand as Triple G is pivoting out. Canelo catches him with the overhand right as he's turning. Canelo fully squared up on Triple G. Ooh, beautiful right hook to the solar plex by Canelo. Just backing Triple G down, backing him down, backing him. This is crazy. Keeps on going to the body. Triple G's just headhunting too much, man. Headhunting too much. But Triple G's game, he's shaking his head like, yeah, let's do this. Come on. At this point, like I said, they both might as well square up on each other and just go for it. You're seeing that a little bit here, but Triple G keeps on resetting the action, man. He'll throw his exchange and he'll pivot out. And actually did an inside pivot right there. That's very interesting. Not used to seeing Triple G do that. Triple G tries to double up, tries to shoot the right hand after, follow up with the big cross. Doesn't quite hit the mark. Good hook by Canelo. Triple G shakes it off, says, nah, it didn't bother me. Finally, Triple G backing Canelo up briefly to the corner. Both of these guys are kind of winded, man. Both of them are kind of tired at this point. You know, Canelo's dropping his hands, trying to rubberneck punches. Triple G's dropping his hands. This is crazy. You know, it's kind of became a lost art for two guys just to sit in the pocket, you know, and just get after it. You know, that's what's disappointing. And I think that's, like, these fights could have really been amazing. Like, they could have been legendary nights if, you know, these guys were willing to kind of sit in a phone booth and hash it out. But that's kind of a lost art in boxing these days, man. You don't see too many, like, it's very rare to see two guys just sit there in a phone booth and get after it. Like you saw some of James Toney fights, you know, or you see like James Toney versus, you know, who was it? What's his name? Oh man, Evander Holyfield. You know, I just miss those days where guys had the ability to sit in close quarters and change head slots and, you know, really work on the inside. You know, especially at this point where both of these guys are tired of moving and they're, you know, they both can take both of each other's punches. Just get after it, man. But once again, that's kind of a skill that has to be developed over time. You know, not that these guys ain't capable of it, but it's like in small spurts. You know, you won't just see them sit there and really work it out. You know, like there you see them come close, and you know, change head slots, but then they'll keep on resetting the action and back up and then come again. And, you know, this fight would have been absolutely phenomenal if they both just sat in a phone booth for a few rounds. Still a good fight, though. Nice right hook to the body by Canelo. Triple G's, man. He's got heart. He's got heart. Most guys crumble from these body shots by Canelo. You saw it. Nice little counter right uppercut by Canelo. Triple G just keeps letting his hands go. His jab is like a pitter-pat jab at this point. But he just keeps on throwing it. He doesn't give a fuck. There we go. Squaring up on each other. You know, both of them just need to settle down in there. And that's another thing. Refs need to let the guys work on the inside instead of breaking the action. Canelo working his head movement. Both frame off of each other. Triple G throws a pivot and a hook. 1, 2, 3 combination. Just nothing on those punches by Triple G. It's nothing on those punches. Canelo's still got a little bit left, but his punches are kind of watered down as well. But every once in a while, he'll snap a big one. this pretty much turned into, the tactics kind of went out the window. These both are just they're hashing it out. They're just seeing who gets the best of the exchanges. There's not really a game plan implemented here. Like I said, they're pretty much playing a game of chicken. Good right cross by Canelo. And, they're digging down and seeing who wants it more. And I think Canelo wanted a little bit more just from the fact that he's pushing Triple G back. And so I got to give this to Canelo. Yeah, you can sit there and say Triple G landed a lot more, especially with his jab. But I just feel like I'm getting more out of Canelo, more effectiveness. The fact that he's backing up the bigger man, the boogeyman at the time, says a lot. Says a lot. But it's still very interpretive that Triple G just soaked in and absorbed all this punishment and refused to, stop throwing punches. Not really too excited for the third fight, but there is some intrigue there in the sense that, how's Canelo going to look after this big loss to Bivol? How's he going to look? Is he still going to look sharp? Is he going to look good enough to go against Benavidez or, Charlo or David Morrell or whoever the fuck they're going to put up against him next? Or is it going to be over? Is this the beginning of the end for Canelo? So that's why this fight is kind of intriguing, because we know where Triple G's at. Triple G's getting old, and Triple G lands a nice lead hand, right hand. And part of the reason Triple G always lands that right hand, that right cross, is because he kind of leans with it, and he's squared up, so that right hand's a lot closer, and he'll kind of lean in with it, and boom, it doesn't have to travel very far to land. It's a very powerful punch still, even though he's not loading it up or it's not coming from the rear foot. But it's very fascinating, Wow, scorecard's got Golovkin 87-84. That's a little extreme to me. Nice uppercuts. I like how Triple G doubled up on the right uppercut. Both of them finally starting to square up. Good body shot by Canelo. Once again, I don't know. It's just there's something disturbing to me. It says a lot. Ooh, nice by Canelo. Grabs the hip, repositions himself, and throws the left hand on Canelo or Triple G. It just says something to me that we're not seeing Triple G walk his opponent down. If he's in control of this fight, if he's getting what he wants, he's typically cutting off the ring, backing his opponent up, and, making them go backwards and usually knocking them out. To me, it's just, I don't know. That says a lot. And he's the bigger guy, and he's not able to do that. Don't get me wrong, Triple G's landing some shots, man. Ooh, beautiful head movement by Canelo. Beautiful. Slipping, ducking, rolling, pivoting. Nice defense by Canelo. Boom, boom, boom. But not really throwing anything back in the process. He should have threw something. Nice. Comes with his own double right uppercut. For some reason, Canelo just gets winded at the end of fights, near the end. Even if he's winning, kind of gets winded. Ooh, stinging left hook to the liver by Canelo. Triple G refusing to back down. Comes over the top with that awkward hook. Throws a right hook. Throws that lead right hand. He's landed, but his punches aren't as effective as Canelo's. And it's shocking that Canelo's got that cut over his eye and he's refusing, to box off the back foot. It's very interesting. I mean, obviously, just because Triple G's off the back foot and he's boxing doesn't mean that he's necessarily losing, but I'm just not used to seeing him do that. Good head movement by Canelo, ducks left, goes right. Nice little 1-2 by Triple G. Jabs, follows up. He's just landing like lots of pitter-patter punches. Don't get me wrong, I shouldn't say pitter-patter because you're going to feel Triple G's punches even if they're kind of wet. But yeah, it's. I think Canelo's going to win this third fight. I think he's going to get the win by TKO, or it's hard to see Triple G get knocked out, but I definitely think Triple G could get TKO'd. Corner's going to stop it, or maybe the ref stops it, or he takes so much punishment he develops a cut, and eventually the doctor stops it. I think Canelo get the job done, but it's going to be very interesting to see if we're going to get a good version to where we say, okay, this guy still got something left. We still want to see him up against some of, the top contenders or guys or in unification bouts or whatever the case may be. Let's check this out. Good jab by Triple G. Boom. Nice right hand. And take back. He still got some sauce on those punches, man. Canelo swinging and missing. Nice 1-2 by Triple G. Now he's the one controlling the center of the ring. Nice uppercut. Both of them squaring up. Back in Triple G. Triple G's really trying to box, man. These two don't clinch too much, and I respect that. It's not a clinch-heavy fight. Ooh, nice little counter. I would have to say I do think I would favor Triple G in the last couple rounds. I think he landed some nice combos, and I think some of the pop off of Canelo's doesn't have as much pop in his punches as earlier before in here. Now Canelo's backed up to the ropes, doing what he always does. When he's tired, he needs to take a break, and he's looking for counters, lay on the ropes. And I think he's finally, in round 11, felt a little bit of the pressure of Triple G, but that's it, man. There's only like one other time he got pushed back like that. And he may have not even been pushed back. It may have been just a result of him wanting to take a little bit of a rest on the ropes. I have to say, Triple G, I'll say this, especially in these last few rounds, I feel like Triple G's getting the better of the exchanges. I think he's landing more active, more volume. Yeah, definitely. In those earlier rounds, I was seeing some nice punches landed by Canelo, especially to the body. Now it's not really, you don't see too much anymore. And you're seeing Canelo, he's very tired at this point. His punches are just not as sharp. It seemed like Triple G has caught his second win to a certain degree. Triple G shaking his head like, no, you missed. And Triple G just he went with it, man. He was like, yo, I'm just going to box off the back foot. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to box in circles. I'm just going to take my shots. I'm not going to try to knock this dude out. So I give him some props, man. And that goes to show that Triple G does have the ability to do more than just put pressure. I'm still, like I said earlier, I'm still not accustomed to it, and I don't think he did it intentionally. I think he just rolled with it. I think Canelo really forced him to put him in that position. But I think Triple G did a good job of kind of adapting to doing what he had to do to try and win this fight. Okay, I can't push this guy back. I can't get enough respect to corner him and beat him down. But, I'll try to box here. Considering he doesn't do this, but it also shows, like, that he's a legit, especially at that time, he's a legit good fighter, man. And the dude does know how to box, and obviously knows how to box. You go look at his amateur resume and his experience. And, obviously we wanted to see more from Triple G in terms of opponents, but, this is the new game of boxing these days. That's a bad cut. And that's pretty impressive by Canelo himself that, he made it through this fight against Triple G with a pretty bad cut over his eyelid. Props to the cut, man. Really did a good job of kind of controlling that because I didn't see too much blood pouring down. Triple G got a little bit of cut under the eye, but that's not as much of a problem, obviously, if it's over. I mean, this was a close fight. I'm not keeping track of score, but definitely closer than I thought. I watched the first few rounds earlier, and I felt like Canelo was really impressive. But in the backstretch, I have to give it a little bit to Triple G. I think he's efficient, more efficient than Canelo. Was his 12th round, so both of them going for it here. Triple G really making a statement, trying to keep the center of the ring. You know, both of them kind of know they got to get this round. Oh, beautiful uppercut by Triple G. Beautiful. And then he poses out, pivots out. Beautiful uppercut by Triple G. Canelo, you can see he's coming up with a little bit more heat. I guess he was saving energy for this 12th round. And yes, the intensity has picked up, and Canelo's really letting his hands go, really putting a lot into those shots. But so tired, you know, losing his footing. Really committing to those shots because he lost his footing. You know, I'm just a little shocked. Like, we always hear the Mexican style from Triple G. I'm shocked that he didn't just, once again, that he both didn't just square up and really go for it. You know, it's like he wanted to keep it, Triple G wanted to keep it mid-range. He wanted to keep it at that mid-range. Didn't want to work on the inside. And it's very shocking because, you know, he's known for wanting to put pressure. But like I said, that's kind of a lost art these days in boxing, inside fighting. Especially when the refs don't allow it, for Christ's sake. Triple G tries to switch and square up, pulls back and retreats. Doesn't quite feel it. The balance is off a little bit. And there we go. Ooh, both of these guys letting their hands go. Tough fight to call, man. Feel bad for the judges. Triple G back and jabbing. Both of them throwing tight little shovel hooks. That's what I hate. Every time they exchange close quarters, somebody always resets the action. I don't get it. Just stay there. Work your defense from there, man. And come back with counters. Both of them bleeding. Actually, nah. Mostly Triple G. And like I said, phenomenal job by the cut, man. I don't know who Canelo's cut, man. But damn, good job. Nice little roll under by Canelo. Throws the hook. Yeah, man. I mean, you can score this another draw, in my opinion. This one a draw. You know, I had Canelo early on, but then I kind of had Triple G picking it up at the end. Oh, and definitely landed that right uppercut just repetitively over and over again. Yeah, I think Triple G came on at the end. If I had to score that one, I'd call it a draw. I'd call it a draw. I think they both did what they, you know, had success doing what they were doing. And I kind of liked how Triple G kind of went with the flow. Okay, I can't put pressure on this guy. Let me see what I can do, and I can box here. Let me, you know, box in circles. You know, not necessarily box off the back foot because he wasn't doing that all night. It's not like he was getting cornered or put to the ropes. But, you know, just boxing in circles. I'm not accustomed to seeing that. So, good fight, man. I had it a draw. Edge Canelo in the beginning. Give it to Triple G on the backside. So, look, man, at the end of the day, I'm going to watch the fight. You know, I'm going to watch the fight. So, I'm going to have Canelo. I think he wins it. But if he does not perform up to par, and that's the thing about it, there's a little bit of pressure. Yeah, he can win, but he has to win spectacularly. You know, Canelo can't go in here and go toe-to-toe with Triple G for 12 rounds and not win convincingly. Honestly, we are anticipating a TKO or a knockout. Because if not, man, he's got killer's row behind him, and he's going to have a lot of trouble. Because Triple G looked very old in the fight with Murata. Still looks formidable. Still's got a good chin. You know, still's got a lot of heart. But there's no reason Canelo should not convincingly win. And if you're going to take it to the scorecards, then make it, it shouldn't be, there should be no shadow of a doubt, you know, who the winner of that fight is. So kind of a lot of pressure on Canelo, man. Kind of a lot of pressure. Good news is he's lost before. He's been there. He's done that. He lost at a weight class. He's going up in weight. So, look, man, still can be the face of boxing. A lot of people going to want to see him. So we'll see. We shall see. Tell me who you think is going to win. Comment down below. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. If there's any fights you want me to break down, put them in the comment section below, and I will get at you. This is your boy Havoc. Final round. Peace.